Hello there. Welcome to Cabbage Patch Soap. My name is Laura, and today we will be making banana bread scented soap. So I'm just going to get a few things ready here. We also have to cut the soap that we made last time. So let me pull forward the soap slicer. Hi Barb, welcome. Hi Stacy, welcome. Okay. This will just take me a minute. Gotta get my gloves on. I hope everybody had a good weekend. I hope you're all doing good. The live today is probably going to have to be a little bit shorter than usual just because I have a bit of a schedule change and yeah. So, whoops, there we go. But we will make the banana bread soap. I got everything here for that. And here is the soap we made last time, which is the snickerdoodles. So here's that. Okay, and here's the individual bar. Okay. Here we are. Doing great. Good. Ready for Christmas and the New Year, I bet. Yeah. 4 more days and you're off until the first of the year. Nice. That's a good break. Okay. Just pull this out. All right, and we need to cut it. This. Whoops. Oh no, that's right. We didn't do the swirl tool. Okay. So we don't have to worry about that. All right, I'm just going to try to get air behind there. Okay. Yep, looks like that worked. Okay. This smells really good. This is how it looks on the sides. That looks pretty cool. Okay. I'm just gonna line it up here. You did your family Christmas yesterday? Oh, how fun. Yeah, it does look like Mars. It does. All right. All right, here we go. Let's go ahead and cut this and see what we got. Alrighty. Oops. Here is the first one. There we go. So we got this like 2 different shades of brown. We used that red clay. So you can see that in here on both sides. And here's the top. And of course, this is going to darken, but we don't know by how much yet. So here's this one. And on the other side. Looks pretty cool though. I like the effect of the clay. Might have to use that in some more soap recipes. It does look really nice. You like it? Yeah. All right, and then here are the 2 end pieces that we will cut up for samples later. Oh, it didn't start playing for you? Yeah. I don't know why that is. I notice it does that to me too sometimes. If I go to watch live, sometimes I'll have to refresh it to get it to play correctly. All right, let me find a safe spot to put this on the shelf here. All right, I'll set it there. And we'll put the little sample slices over here. All right. Let's just set this down. Oh, and the little individual bar. Let me grab that. Here's that bar. There we go. And that's how that turned out. You can see the layers. Whoops, you can see like the layers of the clay and the soap. It's turned out pretty good. Not bad for an extra bar. Okay, I'm going to sit down on the shelf as well. Find a good spot for it. All right. I'll just wipe this down real quick, and then we will check. We will make the banana bread. I just need to get my stick blender. I left it on the shelf. Yeah, hi Stacy. Yep. Did the soap from Thursday darken? Let me see. I moved it actually to make room for the other soap, so it's kind of far back on the shelf. It didn't get much darker yet, but yeah, it has that like the two-tone dark colors with that purpley swirl through it. It still looks about the same as it did before, maybe a little bit darker. But unfortunately, like I said, I just rearranged the shelf, so I can't really get it out now. Not without rearranging everything. I should have thought ahead and left that one out to show you, but I might be able to. I'm gonna have to bevel the soaps and stuff anyway in the next few days. Maybe on one of the next lives, I can pull them out and show you guys. Okay, I just need the stick blender now. Let me just grab that. Oh, and I need to get another mold because I still have to get that. Okay. Let me see. Okay. I got the mold. Just set this down, guys. So that's the one we already used. So I can go over here and get the soap crumbs out of the way. Okay, so I was thinking about this banana bread soap here. Did I ever use a stabilizer for the vanilla scent so it doesn't turn brown? I can. I do have it, and I have used them. They work really good usually, but sometimes, despite using a stabilizer, sometimes they still turn brown after a while. It wouldn't matter. I mean, it doesn't matter anyway because the brown doesn't hurt the soap at all. But if I don't want it to turn brown, and then I use a stabilizer, it'll still eventually start to darken, especially around the edges. So I mean, it just depends. If the soap sits around a long time, the longer it sits, the more of a chance there is of that happening. But we're talking usually months down the line. So, um, but since I have all these soaps that naturally turn brown, I thought it'd be kind of fun just to let them turn brown and kind of see how they look. Especially since most of them are kind of bakery scents anyway, or they're scents that if they turn brown, it kind of doesn't matter. But yeah, I have used them and I do have some. And we could probably try that maybe in like another batch later on, is putting a um, vanilla stabilizer so you guys can see the difference. But a lot of the soaps that I've got have, a lot of the fragrances I have do have some vanilla in them, and I usually do use a stabilizer. And, then they don't turn brown, but um, let me just, I need to be right back. I'm going to go rinse out this mold. It's got like it has soap in it from like when I was I think it's just from cutting the soap, like the little crumbs of soap got in it. I'm going to just rinse the soap out real quick. Okay, I got the soap out. It was just a few crumbs, but I don't want it to interfere with the design. So, all right, we can set that aside. Oh, thank you for deleting those. It's supposed to be cold there on Thursday and Friday. Wow, 3 and 4 degrees. That is cold. Well, let me just put on the face shield real quick. Okay, so what we're going to do for this one is I'm going to go ahead and put the fragrance oil in first. So I've already mixed it here. This is banana and some of that vanilla cupcake. So it has like that bakery scent, and it's really sweet smelling, and it smells like bananas. And oh, and I almost forgot to get the other. I was going to pour some of it off and add a little bit of white so you get like a swirl of like lighter and darker tones, and I forgot the other picture. Let me grab that. All right. Okay. So let's go ahead now and add the pumice and everything. So this is going to be the pumice for the soap. So go ahead and put that in first. That's going to sink down. But once we mix up the soap, the batter, it will stay suspended. We're also going to add some of this loofah. And the loofah is ground up into little shreds. And if you've ever seen banana bread, it kind of has like the fibrous, I'm not sure what to call it, but it's from the banana. And this should help stimulate that effect. So I'm going to so you can see this is how it looks. Put some more in there. And you got some of those little like darker specks in there are from the seeds. So when the loofah gets ground up, sometimes there's little seeds in there that get ground up too, and that's what causes the dark spots. And which is good because that's kind of how bananas are too anyways when you make banana bread. So, and I thought I decided that we'd go ahead and add a little bit of oatmeal to this. I feel like it just sort of makes sense for what we're making here, and also because with all this exfoliation, it might be nice to have something like oatmeal in here. So I'll go ahead and put a little bit of oatmeal in this. So this is going to have, or rather it does have, pumice, loofah, and oatmeal. Yeah, I don't know what it is with the bots. Yes, bubbles, exactly. Okay, I'm going to blend this together real quick so that it's all kind of, there's no lumps or anything. We'll do all that before we mix the lye, just so that I don't accidentally accelerate the batter. The oils are pretty warm because I recently melted them, so. So we got one of those little seeds floating around. Okay, that's pretty good. So you can sort of see how that looks with the little fibers floating around in there and everything. This will be a very scrubby soap, but not too aggressive. Let me get the lye water real quick. And this, of course, already has the sea salt in it and sugar. Just a second here. Okay. And I'll start mixing this up. And what we'll do is divide it up and add a little bit of white to one, so you'll get kind of a two-tone. So the swirling will be a little bit more obvious. Oh yeah, I need my swirl tool. Let me, I don't know if these fragrances are going to accelerate. I don't remember having any problems with the banana. Although the first time I used it, I wasn't really paying attention to acceleration anyway. All right, here's the swirl tool. That smells so good. Okay. Lots of banana. All right, let me go ahead and divide off some of this so that we can make some of it white. It's not going to really be white. It's going to be like I said, like a darker. You'll have like a darker and lighter tan, essentially. Did Barb leave? I hope she's okay. All right. Let me just see. I wonder if she got disconnected. There we go. Okay. So I'm going to mix this up real good, and then I'll mix up the other one. I want to get them to a little bit thicker consistency than this. I just put a bunch of bubbles in here by accident. There we go. Okay. That's nice and thick. Like thick enough for what I want to do anyway. Let's try this side. All right. I'm going to stop there and grab a spatula. Okay. All right, so just make sure. Yep, these are both pretty thick. That will help everything stay suspended when I put it in the mold. So I'm just going to first pour in some of this. And this one that's going to end up being darker. And pour in some of this lighter color. And then top it off with some of this, this color is going to be darker eventually. All right. You see how full that gets? Looks perfect. Okay, so I'm going to swirl this. And then this should give it some, visual interest on the inside of the bar. And also, if you've seen certain types of bread and stuff I know banana bread is not always this way, but sometimes it'll kind of look swirled in the middle. But that's usually because the bread is like kneaded and then rolled up and then put in a pan. Banana bread, of course, is not made that way, but I'm going to also decorate the top a little bit because this is going to be, it's already a little bit, banana colors. Yeah, it looks like banana colors now, but I'm going to put a little bit more on top and then do some swirls, just a little bit. But yeah, as it sets up, it's going to darken, of course. Yeah, this is setting up pretty quick now. This is good. So normally when you do swirls, you don't want your soap super thick. Well, depends on what you're trying to accomplish, but typically people will say you don't want that. But with this, it's a little bit different because I put all these extra things in here. They're kind of heavy, like the pumice and stuff. You don't want that typically you don't want that to sink to the bottom. And that's why I went ahead and let it thicken up on purpose, just because it probably wouldn't have sunk to the bottom, but this is just to make sure. Okay, I'm just going to re-swirl this part that I messed up. There we go. That will look good. And then let me get this individual bar real quick. There's like little soap crumbs from the other bars in here. I need to switch it out for the other mold once we do this one, I think. Okay. It's going to go in here. I'm going to try to kind of do something with the colors, even though it's thickening up pretty quick. I say colors, even though it's more like different tones, but I think you know what I mean. Okay. So I put this one in. This is the part that's going to probably get darker than the other half. And let me just see here. There we go. And then that men's soap that we were going to make, I need to double check the recipe. I had a recipe written up, and then the computer I had decided to update, and I lost my recipe. So I'm going to have to go back from the beginning and start over. I wish there was a way to turn off the automatic updates because it never fails. So unfortunately we can't make that tonight, but I will hopefully we'll have it ready by in time for Thursday's live. Let's see. There we go. There. All right, I'm going to tap this real quick. Had a big air bubble come out of that one. Hi, Jacqueline. Welcome. Yep, banana bread. Oh, that's fine, Stacy. Company is really important. Hopefully she's doing well. All right. I went ahead and just swirled the top of this real quick. So this is the individual bar. I'm just getting the rest of the air out of it. And this is the full size. Just making sure there's no air bubbles. So it looks okay. So like I said, this should darken. I don't know by how much, but it should. It smells really good right now. It smells like banana, and like that has that bakery, that delicious like vanilla cupcakey type smell to it. So it does smell like banana bread. Yeah, it smells really, really good. I'm interested to see how this is going to smell when it comes out, because I haven't tried putting these two fragrances together before. As they are right now, it smells delicious. So want to do a Max name soap on that night on Monday? Yes, probably. Let me make sure I have all the things to do the lettering. So I could do like stamping, because I don't know if I don't remember if I have alphabet cutouts. I can check. But a lot of times I'll do stamping. So like after the soap has been cut and when it's curing, so it would be like a few days after it's been cut, because I'd have to plane it and bevel it and everything. Then once it's ready, I would stamp the front with letters. I have like an alphabet like stamp set, and I could then stamp it. Or we could try freehanding the letters, but I don't think I would do it. I'm probably not the best one for doing it that way. But yeah, let me see what I can figure out between now and then, and let me check and see if I have the alphabet cutouts. Um, but one way or another, we can do something. Let me write it down so I don't forget. and it's spelled Maxx. Let me put it here correctly. Okay. Yep, we will figure something out for Monday. I'll put in here also. Put it on my reminders. And you said Monday. And I'll put a reminder the day before also. Now I do also change that. There we go. Okay. So there. I do have some schedule changes going on. Hold on a second. Take that face shield off. So I'm not 100% sure if I'm going to keep the Monday and Thursday schedule kind of going forward. Probably I will for the rest of this week and next week, but then I'm gonna have to kind of evaluate how things are going. I'm doing a lot more like meetings and stuff, and so I'm a little bit busier. So I may have to either rearrange the days or maybe do like two soaps on one night instead of one soap on two nights. We will see, but I do plan to continue doing the lives. Um, but I did just wanted to give you guys a heads up, just to kind of watch out for that in case I do have to make some changes. But I'm hoping to keep everything the same because this kind of works for everybody, I think, so far. And yeah, I've been, I mean, I enjoy the schedule, but I also don't want to overwhelm myself either because I can do that sometimes unintentionally, of course. So we're gonna go ahead and put this in the oven, and I will get started figuring out the letters for the name soap on next Monday, and then Thursday. Let's see what I have on the list from you guys. Let's see here. Oh, we need to do that men's shave soap, but I wanted to do something as else as well. Let me see what we got um on the poll. Whoops. Let's see. Well, we did a unique blend, which was the banana bread. We did the snickerdoodle. I can do the cotton candy, or we can do like the black tea. What I'll do, I think, is I'll have all those fragrances available, and then maybe on Thursday we can pick which one you want to make. Because these are all, I'm just making sure I didn't miss any. I think black tea was from the previous two votes we did, the black tea was the next most popular, and then after that was cotton candy. So maybe we'll choose between those two, which you guys want to do first. Does Max have a fragrance that I should use? Or do you want to just, or actually you have until Monday to let me know. Um, but if you already know what I should do, just let me know. Either leave a comment or message me and let me know what you want us to do for the fragrance. If if there's no preference, we could just pick something that won't turn brown. Yeah, go ahead and ask and then just let me know. But either way, I mean, we'll find something nice that won't turn brown, so we don't have to do the brown soaps for the names. Although cotton candy does smell really good despite it turning brown. And I can use a vanilla stabilizer. It just, like I said, sometimes the soap will still kind of turn brown on the edges even with the stabilizer, but it's way better. It retains its color much better and much longer. So we could still do that. So we could still make the soap of choice, but just not have it turn brown. I may do that anyway, just because a brown cotton candy soap is not that exciting. It's fine if it's banana bread, but it's another thing entirely if it's like cotton candy. Oh, not sure. Well, I mean, you never know. Some people really like cotton candy, but yeah, that's true. Yeah, let me just let me know. Like I said, you've seen the different fragrances I have, and if you have anything like a scent profile that they would want, just let me know, and I can figure something out. I do have like citrus. I have citrus ones, and I've got a new one. Um, I've got some new ones that we haven't made before, and then I do have one that I bought that I almost don't even want to say what it is because I want to turn it into perfume, but I have enough to do both. But it's grapefruit. I think it's peach, grapefruit, and thyme, and it just smells so good. It's like that combination of the peach and the grapefruit just is really very juicy and fruity, and then the thyme is it's not so prominent, but it just kind of balances out the other two. It's really nice. So, anyways, um that's another excellent one, but it makes a really good body perfume, like a body fragrance. So that would be I bought enough to make soap with it too. But anyways, that's one of the new ones. And then I have a bunch of little new ones that I bought that I we could go over also if they don't know what they want. So, anyways, we will figure that out on Monday or between now and Monday. And anyways, like I said, I'm gonna go ahead and put these in the oven, and I will be back on Thursday, and we will make the probably the tea or the cotton candy soap. And right, yeah, we did the strawberry, and yeah, yeah, the strawberry. In fact, the strawberry was one of the ones that had vanilla, and I had to add the vanilla stabilizer to that to keep it the pretty colors, the pink and the blue and all that. So, and I don't know if you noticed, but the edges started to darken. Some of them do that even with a stabilizer. I don't know why, but it's way better. It would have been solid brown if I hadn't done it. So, and it kind of made it look interesting. You got this neat little like outline along the tops. But anyways, um, so yeah, and if they like strawberry, I do have some. I have a couple different peach fragrances that are kind of down that same line, like fruity and juicy, like strawberry is. But strawberry is also kind of tart. So just yeah. Anyways. Alrighty, I'm gonna go put this in the oven. I will see you guys all on Thursday. Thanks so much for hanging out with me. This was a lot of fun. And I will see you guys soon. Have a great night.